If you guys saw the message or the story one ago that I said I was going to share my lipstick color and then now it's gone, it's because the color is out. So as soon as I see it come back, I will for sure share whenever I see it come back up. Today, Deb and I have to go over to the woods and do a little photo shoot. And I don't know if we're staying over there because I think it's supposed to be really hot today. I just told her that after we're done over there, we need to come back here and maybe later I have to get some work done. But maybe later have the conversation together. Deb and I can do like a little chit chat about like, we're no experts, of course, on dealing with family issues at family gatherings and that, but I've had so many requests for it because it's just a hard time. You know what I'm saying? I think holidays stress people out and people have different expectations. So, we'll discuss that. You know what? I am going to put a box here. If you guys want us to discuss a certain point on that, put it in here. And then I decided that I am going to post on the feed tonight so all of you guys can talk back and forth with your different ideas. So I think this is going to be good. It all sparked from the Serenity Talk. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to my profile. There's a highlight labeled Serenity. That's where all of this kind of began. So go check that out. Hi, so you ready to go to the woods? You ready to go to the woods? Huh? I think I look like a boy.
I'm telling you, you could have the biggest package in town, shave your hair off, and you still wouldn't look like a boy.
And I dreamt that we went back to the gym last night and our trainer was really, let's just say he put on a lot of weight. And he was like, yeah, well, this is why, because look at this fat. Somebody's a little sour. I'm going to take you home and I'm going to make you take a little nap.
I would love a nap.
You need one.
I do.
Or a strong drink. This is our little makeshift nursery that Deb planted yesterday. Now this should work. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, probably about 12. We'll keep you posted how that works. I've shown this before, and every time I do, people always want to know more about this. This is just an old house that is on Deb's parents' property. And basically, it's just been a storage place over the years. We always say it would be fun to fix up, but let me show you. She just opened the door. It's rough. This is like a two room down here, and then ain't nobody gonna get me to go upstairs. The landing is filled with giant piles of poo. So somebody has taken residence. Anybody lose their jobs? That person had a large arch. Let me see. This is the front room. I'm so scared. If something pops out at me, I am going to poop my pants. Oh, there's a cute little metal bed. Did you see that? Mm-hmm. This looks like what heated the whole house.
I'm not opening it.
Oh, hell no. favorite ways that I like to stay healthy or get healthier by sharing snacks and reminding you to drink all of your water. And I've shared this before, but I want to share it again, my favorite scales. FitTrack is a scales that not only measures your weight, but it keeps track of other things like your hydration level, your BMI, and it stores it on the app, and you can always refer back to it to keep motivated and see how far you've come. Deb is going to show you here in a second what it looks like, but I always get this question when I share for FitTrack. You can all use the same scale in your family, and you can set it for only you to be able to view your stats. What I love about the FitTrack is that it shows not only your current weight, but it shows your BMI, your muscle rate, body water, bone mass, etc. And it stores it so you can keep track of your progress. FitTrack is connected by Bluetooth. So again, you have all of that information on the app on your phone, and it really helps me stay motivated by going back and looking how far I've come. It's the perfect gift for you or your family, and you get 10% off more using my code than their already great prices. So check them out. I don't want.
Open. Open.
Ivy, come here.
It's a lovely day today, so whatever you've got to do, you've got a lovely day to do it in, that's true.
And I figured we would start with this one. Do you have anything to say about that?
I'm so sorry.
So as I said earlier, this is kind of a subject that I think everybody struggles with, and if you don't, you're one of the lucky ones. I put a question box up earlier, and a lot of questions came in, especially about the politics. So let me grab.
So if families are divided about politics, it just should be a rule at Thanksgiving made up beforehand. We are not discussing politics.
Whoever has the party, that's what I would say. Don't even, as soon as you come.
First of all, who would want to talk about politics at a holiday? Seriously, why don't we make fun of one another? You know, there's so many other things to laugh about.
Rather than that. So
Yeah.
Save that for your own private home. I think we have always made it a point not to talk politics, religion, or money. I think those three things are just too volatile. I think all of this comes down to boundaries. So it's all in what you personally can handle. If it is your nature to be able just to be passive and let people say what they want and you can let it roll, that's fine. But sometimes you come to a point where you just can't let it roll anymore for some reason or another. And you have to set your boundaries higher. So if that person comes in and wants to talk about politics and you don't want to, and it's your house, you need to say, I'm asking you to leave. I told you not to. I think we all are like this, me being one of them, that say, well, it's my family and I have to, what's the word?
Get along, listen, obey.
But when there are lines crossed, it doesn't matter who is.
If it creates drama, it just shouldn't be there.
It shouldn't be there. And if you cannot handle it anymore, it's just not worth it. I got a lot of questions. Let me find one. Something about the sadness that you feel when you're not going to family gatherings because of conflicts. Let me find it quick. Lots of people said this, that they are feeling sad because like politics have ruined some relationships and people aren't talking and all of that stuff, and that they're going to be sad. I went through, were you going to say something?
I was going to say, There's a lot to talk about in the world. Just catching up with your family, what's going on in their lives, what they like, who they do.
I did go through a sad period because a lot of you know I don't have a good relationship with my family. A few members, only a few. But I did go through a sad time. It didn't last long because I just literally thought, would I rather feel bad? I would rather not. This is why you don't give your own manicures, Deb. You don't know what you're...
I don't know how. I'm really not interested, and
You're just bored.
kind of.
It all goes back to that same thing that I said a couple days ago. I always do a comparison. It's so much easier in life if you compare things to crappy times. So let's just say, well, I'm only getting together with 2 of my family members because the other 4 are mad. You can go like this. Well, they could come here and remember the last time they came here and they treated me like crap and everyone had a miserable time. I would rather not repeat that. I just do the comparison thing. I hope this is all making sense. It really all comes down to boundaries. Some boundaries you can just put up a little one, and some you have to put up really giant and high. So this question is, no, we started a tradition maybe 4 years ago.
Right
I don't know.
after the year we didn't invite Linz. You invited Linz.
Linz, will you please come? One of the girls lives about 2 hours away. So we usually only get together at Christmas, but we started a tradition 4 or 5 years ago where we all get together on Christmas morning or Christmas Eve morning for brunch. And I love it. I have such a good time. We all sit around and laugh, and we all think we're the funniest people in the world. You really just say no.
You just say no. I don't feel like being sick.
Have probably in the last 10 years really learned how to say no. And I flat out say, no, I'm not interested. Again, this all goes down to respect. If it's your house and they refuse to wear a mask, then they aren't invited. If it's someone else's house and you want them to wear a mask, I probably wouldn't go if you don't feel comfortable.
I think giving gifts is all out of hand. I make a lot of gifts. I can afford to give gifts, but I think homemade gifts are some of the most heartfelt gifts ever. And I would never feel...
We have actually been in times where we couldn't afford anything. And I remember saying, really, you're not going to get anything. And they understood.
Your family loves you and they know where you're at in life and they don't think anything different of you. So,
and I think that year was the year that we made all those funny homemade cards and put like random things in for gifts, and they loved it. We always make homemade cards anyways, but we went extra that year and did like poems for all of them.
I think we're doing more white elephant gifts.
Yes.
And people are being very creative and they're so much fun.
They're so much fun. So I would never feel bad about not being able to give a gift. We all have been there. We all have had times where we just can't do it.